All right, you know, if I've got Devo playing in the background, it's got to be a good war recap coming your way. And this would be no different. Let's turn this up a little bit, right? A little bit better, a little bit stronger. It is Devo. Anyway, JTJ Main was able to pull off a perfect war against Fantasy. Now, buyer's warning, this clan had a lot of bad bases, as in all of them. And they were rushed. But there were some good attacks. So let's take a look. But before we do, let's bounce over to the main. We'll say hello to everybody on YouTube. We got Joe and Double G in Ohio. And no, we're not going to look at Ohio's 2-star Town Hall 9 Scouts. Necto and NATO reminded me how to recruit people. All good. Good job by everybody. They kicked. One of the keys of their victory was kicking me out, I think. That allowed them to get that done. But let's look at the 3 attacks that I showed. We'll work in backwards order. Kind of hit them real quick because I got to dash out. Let me turn it down a little bit. I was going to dance for you, but clearly I can't dance and think at the same time. So maybe next time we'll get that done. But the first one I wanted to show you was Elysiar's attack, a peer attack he did. Nothing too exciting. I mean, basically it's a 2-go Arbo. So basically coming in with the Royals and Bowlers, pushing against the one Inferno, and then running a opposite action, in this case by Lavalunian. And it seemed to work out for him. He got a little close at the end in terms of what he had left, but then there's this lonely balloon just floating around trying to decide what to do. So not a bad attack, right? I'm warming you up to the one that was, I really liked A-Boy's attack, so I'm warming you up. Now the next one up that I thought was even against these weak bases, reasonable to look at, would be Carlos's against Conan. So it's a peer, Town Hall 11 peer attack. Again, horrible base design. He goes go biatch, which is 2 golems with witch bowlers broken into 3 squads, 2 on the flanks, 1 up the core with 3 jumps driving through the middle. It's what you see all the time on Town Hall 10 nukes from Town Hall 11, but Carlos clearly thought it would work here, and he was right. But, you know, when you look at it and you see that there's a black expo at Town Hall 11, you're like, what? But hold on. I've got one that might be worth looking at. Take a gander at this. It's A-Boy's last attack for the perfect score. Last attack in the war. Town Hall 11 peer hit up by Town Hall 10. A-Boy's at Town Hall 10. What he does nice is he comes in and he realizes that a king or royal suicide up this flank can get him 2 ADs, right? And so now he's basically just trying to get to that Inferno and Eagle before it tears up his loon pods, those little groups of pods running around. And luckily the Expo's down and the eye tower singled, basically leaves it wide open. Oh, and by the way, the CC was air, so he had, if there was a tailwind, this would be a hurricane for A-Boy, and it let him get that hit up for a Town Hall 10 on 11 nuke. So great war by everybody. You can't complain when you can pull something off like that. I'll talk to you later.